Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we are going to be doing a makeup tutorial. So I got a few new things, not a ton, but I thought I would just show them. I did a Sephora haul in a short, so if you want to see that, or if you follow me on TikTok, I posted a TikTok of my Sephora haul. So if you want to see everything I picked up during that Sephora haul, then go watch that video. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. So I've already prepped my skin with some skincare. I'm gonna go ahead and prime. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad. It is a very dark again today, just like in my last video. So I have like this light on because like this one was making it look weird. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face with the e.l.f. matte putty primer. I've been really liking this primer. It's a really good drugstore primer that helps to kind of fill in the pores. I just pat this in. Sometimes I feel like if you rub it, it can make skincare or anything pill. I got the new, this isn't new anymore, this is just like new to me. I finally got my hands on the Haus Labs concealer. This was sold out for so long, and I got mine in the shade 03 Fair Rosy, so I wanted more of like a pinkier tone. I've been using this for the past few days, like since I got it, and I have been loving this concealer. I would say it's like a fuller coverage concealer. I definitely think you could build it up if you want to. Like, it's not so intensely full that it gets like heavy. So I've just been loving this concealer. I've blended it out with a brush, and I've blended it out with like a sponge. I do kind of feel like it does set. I'm gonna take my sponge, but this lasts, I need a mirror, so well on my skin. Like, it literally, Saturday I did my makeup at like almost 8:30, like maybe 9. I didn't take it off until 9 o'clock that night, and this lasted so well, and I wasn't oily or anything. Like, it just lasted really well, but it blends really nicely. If you can see, I'm gonna put just a little bit more. I feel like it is like maybe more of like a medium coverage that you can kind of build up to full, and then we'll put a little on my eyelids. That is what it's looking like. I would say it's like more medium buildable. If you put more, you could definitely build this up. But so far I've been really liking this concealer. And I haven't been wearing foundation lately, but I thought since we used the concealer, we'll use the foundation. So this is the Haus Labs foundation in 15 Fair Warm. They have the, I didn't notice it with the concealers as much, but with the foundations, warms are cool tones and cool tones are warm tones. I don't know why they did it like that, but so I'm just gonna do like a tiny, just a little smidge. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. Okay, that was kind of a lot. And then I'm gonna take this Makeup by Mario brush just to help blend it out. I really hope the lighting isn't getting too dark because it is so cloudy. Now I have all that blended out. I don't have a new cream bronzer. I feel like there just hasn't really been any coming out, or just nothing that's really like sparked my interest. I haven't used this one in a second, so I'm gonna use the Stay Sun Melt, and this is in the light bronze. They do have a lighter shade than this now, which I do kind of wish I had that shade, but I still really like this. I think this is a really nice, like, this is like a more warm tone bronzer, and this one you can kind of build up if you want to. I feel like even though it is a little bit warmer than I normally go for, I can still kind of like build this up. You can see it's still like very buildable. I'm gonna take the other side of my brush and just kind of run this to the crease. I'm not gonna really do anything crazy with eyeshadow. I haven't really been super inspired by like eyeshadow or feeling creative with it, so I probably won't do anything crazy. I've just been like loving just doing the skin. Okay, so for blush, I did pick up 2 new Patrick Ta blushes. So he did release 3, and these are more for like fair skin. His range can be very bold. I will say, like, these are probably some of the lightest shades that he's put out, and as someone fair skin, I do like it. I did get the baby pink one, and this one's in Just Enough. Hopefully it'll focus on it. And then I got the shade She's the Moment. So like these are them side by side. And then I didn't get the other one. I kind of wish I would have now. I was going to get it, but I talked myself out of it because I was like, well, you know, I don't really reach for those type of blushes very often, but I keep seeing it. And it's more like a pinky, like a light, like pinky tone, like nude. And I kind of have been loving those lately. I think I'm going to use the pink today. I don't know. I've used both of them now, and of course I love them. Like, I just love Patrick Shaw blushes. And I will say, even though these are like lighter shades, they do have quite a bit of pigment. So the powder is this, and this is the cream. This one, if you got the second holiday palette, this kind of reminds me of that, but they're not shimmery. The ones in the second holiday palette, not from this previous year, but the one before that, they had shimmer, but these don't have shimmer. I actually really love that one, and I use it a lot, and this shade kind of reminds me of that one. I'm gonna take my Makeup by Mario brush. I know he uses the powder and then the cream, but I think I'm gonna use the cream and then the powder because I haven't set my face or anything yet, and that's just kind of the way that I do it. So I'm just gonna apply this on. And see, they're not like crazy. Like, you can really build these ones up if you want. I do think if you have deeper skin tones, these probably are not going to be for you. The coral you could probably use, but the nude tone and like this one are going to be like very light blushes. So I feel like these are definitely for more like fair to tan skin. But see, you can really like build that up if you want. I'm going to put a little bit on my lid because you know what, why not? So I'm just going to build this side up. But I've really been loving these, and I knew I would because I love Patrick Shaw blushes. I know they are pricey, but for one, they are a high-end brand, so they're not gonna be cheap. And the good thing with his is you do get two. You get a powder and you get a cream, and these last forever. Like, I have had mine for so long, and they're still creamy. They still are perfectly fine, and they have lasted me so long. Now I'm going to set my face. I'm just going to use this One Size setting powder. I haven't bought a new setting powder in a really long time. Just none that's piqued my interest, and I have so many that I just kind of want to work through what I have. And today I have different setting methods. Sometimes I'll put it on with a sponge, and then I'll go with my little powder puff and I'll bake. Sometimes I just use the sponge and I don't bake. Sometimes I use the powder puff to just press my skin or my powder into my skin. That's what I'm gonna do today. They all work fine. Like, they all work really, really well. I would say the sponge just gives more of like a skin-like finish and not quite as matte as this one does. So I'm just gonna set underneath my eyes and like my eyelids and like the T-zone. And since I do have foundation on, I want to set like the rest of my face. Sometimes I do. Again, sometimes I don't. It's kind of how I'm feeling, if I want to set my entire face or not. This blush actually has quite a bit of pigment. I feel like it's not picking up on camera as much. I wish I could get it to pick up, but like, there's actually quite a bit of pigment, but I do have very fair skin. So okay, and then I'm gonna use my powder bronzer. So today I'm gonna be using my Haus Labs what is this one called, Powder Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. This is in light level 1. I have just been loving this powder bronzer. I feel like I liked it when I first got it, but now I've just been like obsessed with it, and I've just been using this method. I used to take my really big Morphe fluffy brush and kind of blend that in, but I've been really liking taking this Makeup by Mario F2 and just kind of like pushing this into the skin, like just very lightly. And I just feel like it makes it look so airbrushed and so just like smooth. And I'm gonna take like a little eyeshadow brush and just run this through the crease. And then I'm gonna take the blush, or take the powder part of this now. So I'll probably set my face after I do this. Again, I have like different methods of how I apply makeup like every time. I'm just gonna take this complexion brush by Alamar Cosmetics. I actually don't know if this is even still brand anymore, so there is some kickback with this one. I don't know if you're able to see. If you can see, there is just some like kickback. This does seem a little bit more powdery than his other ones. Oh, hello. I don't know if it's just because it's the lighter shade, but they definitely have some pigment. Now I think I'm just going to set my face. So I'm just going to use my Urban Decay All-Nighter. And I think I'm just going to do like a quick eyeshadow look. I'll probably just do that off camera because I'm literally just going to throw a couple shades in the crease. A little brown liner, call it a day. I probably will use my Patrick Ta. What is this one called? This is the Major Dimension 3 palette. And maybe I'll like dip into this one too. I don't know. Okay, so I just finished my eyeshadow. I'm letting my primer dry. I just curled my lashes and then I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. And I just like to let that kind of dry down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a little brow gel. This is the Glossier Boy Brow. And this is in the shade Medium Brown. And I'm just going to run that through my eyes, or my eyebrows. I really don't fill my eyebrows in much anymore. Sometimes I feel like if I fill them in, they kind of just overshadow my face a little bit. Like that's just kind of like a little too much. And I am going to take a little bit, whatever's left on my powder puff. I feel like I'm just need a little bit more set. I will say I'm loving the makeup. Like I just love this blush. If you like those really light blue tone baby pinks, you're gonna love this blush. I know I do have a few new lip products, so there has been lip products after lip products after lip products. I guess we're in the season right now where lip products, blushes, and concealers are like the launches. I feel like there's been 45 concealers and 100 lip products and 30 blushes. Like I just feel like it's been crazy. So I did pick up a couple that I've just been intrigued by. The first one, I wasn't super intrigued by this and I wasn't gonna pick it up, but I kept seeing such good reviews about it that I picked up one shade. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Velvet, and this is in the shade Kiss. I'm gonna just swatch these for you. I used I think all of these at this point. So this is what the color looks like. I will say I wish there was a broader range of color. I'm sure there are gonna be more shades and they were kind of just testing out the formula, but I feel like every color is very warm and very like that peachy orangey like warm shade. Those are not my colors, so this is the one that I felt like I like the most. I was gonna get Pure Hollywood, but it just on certain people was looking super mauvey gray. And sometimes those just look really weird on my lips. I do like a mauvey lip. I don't like it when it turns like too gray. So this is in the shade Kiss. And as you can see, it's definitely still more like a peachier pink. Like more of like a rosy peachy pink. I do like the color. Again, I just wish they had a little bit of a better range. Sometimes I feel like with Anastasia, like their colors are just a little bit weird. But I do like this formula. It reminds me a lot of the Rare Beauty. I'll put the picture of them. The Rare Beauty like lip soufflés or whatever they were called. They're just like that velvety like souffle kind of color. This is not going to set down completely. It does dry down a little, but you will have some transfer because again, it's not going to completely dry down like a liquid lipstick. You want something that's a little bit more transfer proof than a traditional lipstick, but you don't want something so drying as a liquid lipstick. I think you would like these. If you have tried the Rare Beauty products, you're definitely gonna like these because I think they're a very similar formula. I'm gonna real fast put on some of my mascara. I'm just gonna use the YSL brown mascara. I've been still loving this. If you have any like cheaper like drugstore dupes, I don't like any of the Too Faced mascaras, if that tells you anything. But if you have any like good brown mascaras from the drugstore, let me know. I am a little picky with mascara, so when I have to sneeze, I always have to sneeze like right after I put on mascara. And then the next one I got is the Makeup by Mario Super Satin Lipstick. I really like his matte formulas. I will say his matte formula is a matte, like matte as matte can get. But I love a satin lipstick. If you know, those are just my favorite. But he had so many colors that I was super intrigued by, but I ended up just going with South Shore. I just wanted to try the formula, make sure that I liked it. But I did wear this and I really like the formula. If you like a satin lipstick, you're gonna like this. I feel like it's looking a lot more warm on camera, but if you do like a satin lipstick, you're gonna love this formula. They're just very comfortable, give you a nice like that satin just like any traditional satin lipstick. There's nothing crazy about the formula, but I do really like it, and he has some really pretty colors. Then I did pick up the Patrick Ta Major Volume Plumping Lip Gloss. These are the exact same like scent and texture as his old ones. These just have more pigment. So I do have the red one, and it's just like a sheer kind of wash of just like a little bit of like a red tint. This one is definitely more pigmented. I do kind of feel like it's a little thicker. Okay, that's like one application of it, and then I'll go ahead and go over it twice. Ooh, okay, I'm making this watch is getting worse. But that is it. So it's still not crazy like pigment. I actually haven't like really worn this yet. I've put it on my lips, but I haven't really worn it, but I know I'm gonna like it. It does have that cinnamony kind of like candle scent, so like his other glosses. So if you don't like that, you probably won't like those ones. And then I picked up the Haus Labs Hybrid Lip Glaze, and I was convinced by TikTok again, and I got the shade Persimmon, and I am obsessed with this shade. Like, I'm so glad I got this shade. So there is like one coat. It's just like a reddy like brick brownie shade, but it's nothing too crazy. This would be so pretty for like the fall time, but I am gonna wear this all the time. I just love the tint. I'll go and just throw it on my lips real fast. So my lips have nothing on them. So normally I'd wear this with like a lip liner, but like it's cute. Too crazy, nothing like out of this world. But I really like the formula. I'm trying to think of anything that it reminds me of. It kind of just reminds me of like the Patrick Ta lip glosses. Nothing like, the formula isn't crazy. I really like the colors from honestly both of these. Like this one I was having a hard time to like decide a shade because I just think they all look really pretty. And then this one, I really just want like, I don't really have very many like baby pink glosses. So I think I'm going to do the Makeup by Mario lipstick and the Patrick Ta gloss today, since I do have like the baby pink going. I think I'm going to use my NYX lip liner, and I'm really disappointed at you, NYX. If NYX Cosmetics, if you're watching this, I'm mad at you because I heard that the formula on these lip liners have changed. I have raved about these NYX Slim... Wait, what are these ones called? I think these are the Slim Matte Lip Pencils. I don't like the Suede Matte Lip Pencils, but the Slim Matte Lip Pencils I have raved about on my channel so many times. I literally just put them in my Best of Beauty. These are my favorite drugstore lip liners that are only like $3 to $4 or something like that. And they changed the formula. And the colors. The colors are different now too, apparently. So a lot of the darker colors are now lighter, and like they've just like changed a bunch of the colors. And they are now a lot more drying and have no pigment. So I'm really disappointed by that. So if you have your Slim Matte Lip Pencils, you better be holding on to those because you can't get them anymore. Or at least you can't get the old formula anymore. So I'm going to use NYX Mauve. And this one's like one of my favorite. I need to sharpen it, but I don't feel like getting up to get the sharpener. So I guess I'll just cut my lips open. Okay. This is really dull, so that's like as good as it's getting. And I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario. I normally like blot my lipsticks on. I don't really like swipe them. So I'm just gonna kind of do like I always do and just kind of like blot that on. I need to clean that up. But these are so comfortable on the lips. Like they just give like a nice little shine to the lips, but they're so comfortable. And then I'll use my Patrick Ta gloss over top. So I haven't used this yet. So this is the finished product. I'm gonna go take my headband out real fast. I'll be right back. Okay, so that is everything I want to try. So far so good. I have been loving everything I got. This Haus Labs concealer I have just been obsessed with. Like it just gives coverage, but it just looks so natural. It lasts really well. I will obviously keep you updated, but so far she's working on her way up to the top. Obviously love my Patrick Ta blushes. I have just been obsessed with these. I really want you people to see the blush. Like even though it's just a super light shade, like it just looks so pretty on the skin. So I'm gonna show you, I might try and get you like in different lighting since it's so dark, but these colors, I really want the nudie pink shade now, but I knew I was gonna like the Patrick Ta one. I didn't know if it's gonna be similar formula, but I definitely think it's a little bit similar, or it's pretty similar to the other one, just a little bit more pigment. And the Haus Labs one, I have been absolutely loving this as well. All the lip products, I have been loving these, so I will keep you updated on these. Sephora sale is coming up in, I think I seen April. I think April is when the Sephora sale is coming up, so I think it's like beginning of April. So yeah, I will keep you updated on these to see if they're worth picking up during the sale. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.